In this lesson, we are going to implement shipping address screen. When users select a product, add it to cart and proceed to checkout, after login, we show this form to the user, and when user enter their information, we redirect user to the payment screen. Also, the address will be saved in the local storage, so after refresh the page and going to the shipping screen, you will have your information there and there is no need to type them again. Also, on sign out, we clear the cart items and shipping address to reset all data for new user. To get the source code of this lesson, go to this address, find the comment section, and find video 24, create shipping screen. If you are ready, let's get to code. Here is the plan to create shipping screen. First of all, go to a screens folder and create a file for shipping address screen. Right click, new file, and set it to shipping address screen. We are going to get the shipping address from user here. Type RFC and press tab to create a functional component and set the title of this page to shipping address using helmet. Import helmet from React Helmet async, then set the heading 1 to shipping address. I'm using class name my-3 to create a vertical space for this heading. After that, we are going to create a form like what we did in sign-in screen. Create a form here. We use the form from React Bootstrap, and let's define the first field. It's the full name of user. So create a label, full name, and a form control. The value is full name state, and on change we use this state hook to update the full name, and it's required true. Let's import form from React Bootstrap here and define submit handler function before the return. What I did is to just call prevent default to prevent refreshing the page on submit, then define the full name state hook before submit handler, and define full name state hook right before the submit handler. Import user state from React, and there we are. There is no error here. Let's go for the next field. It's address, and for the address, go to the full name state hook and rename it to address set address. The next one is city, and like address, duplicate it and set it to city and set city. Next one is postal code for user address, and like before, duplicate city, rename it to postal code and set postal code. And the last one is gonna be the country here. Scroll up, find postal code, rename it to country here and set country here. As a last part of this form, I'm going to add a button, but I wrap the button in a div with class name margin button 3rem. Import the button, scroll up, duplicate form and rename it to button and button. Save the file, and here is the UI of shipping address screen. It's time to use the shipping address screen in the app.js. Go to app.js, find the route section, and right after sign in, define shipping screen. Import shipping screen. As you see here, we imported from screens folder. Save the file and let's check the result. Select the product, add to cart, proceed to checkout. Awesome. As you see, we get redirected to the shipping screen because I've already logged in. I'm going to make width of fields a bit smaller. To do that, go to the shipping address screen and find the div here. And right after helmet, create a div, set class name to container and a small container. Then cut the all code until the form and drag it inside this div. Save the file, and here is the new code. For a small container, by having a small container, the result is gonna be much better. Now I can enter my address, and when I click on continue, nothing happens. Let's implement the submit handler. Go to the submit handler, and here use context dispatch to dispatch a new action named save shipping address and set the payload to the address that user entered in the text boxes. After that, save the shipping address in the local storage and navigate user to the payment page. Let's define navigate and context dispatch. Navigate is coming from use navigate hook from React Router DOM, and context dispatch is coming from use context. Use context is coming from React, and store is coming from /store. Save the file and go to store.js to define a new action for save shipping address. Scroll down at the very end, right before default, add this new case. It's save shipping address. The change that I'm going to make in the state is only in the cart, and inside the cart only shipping address field. Update the shipping address with the data from the payload. So I don't touch other fields in cart and in the state. Scroll up, find the initial state, and in the cart, set shipping address to the data from local storage. If it does not exist, make it empty object. Save the file. Let's check the result. Enter the address and click on continue. As you see, we get redirected to the payment screen. If I go to home page, select add to cart, proceed, as you see, I don't have the previous data in these fields. Let's fix it. Go to the shipping address screen, and for the default value for full name address and other shipping address fields, I'm going to read them from the state. Here, I'm going to get the shipping address from cart in the state, and in the input boxes, if shipping address dot full name exists, then use it, otherwise make it empty string. Do the same for other fields. Address, city, postal code, and country. Save the file to format your code, and let's check the results. Awesome. As you see, the previous data is here. If I refresh the page, what happens? I already have my data here because they are in the local storage. If I log out, the data is still here, but it's not what we want. We are going to remove the user address, and also user shouldn't be in the shipping screen while user is not logged in. Let's fix this issue. Create use effect, and inside that, check user info. User info is coming from the state here, and if it does not exist, redirect user to the sign in, and don't forget to put user info in the array of dependency and also navigate. Save it, and let's check the result. This time if I try to go to shipping address, I will be redirected to the sign in screen. But I can make it just like this, redirect to shipping, and put slash here. Let's check the result. If I try to go to shipping screen, I will be redirected to sign in, and when I click on sign in, I will be redirected to shipping screen. For sign out, we need to clear the local storage from shipping address. So here, add this line to remove shipping address, and also in the store.js, here for sign out, change cart to cart item empty array and shipping address to empty object to reset shipping address and cart for the sign out user. Save the file here and here. Let's check the result. If I sign out, the cart is empty and also the shipping address is empty. As a last part of this lesson, I'm going to create a checkout steps at the very top of this page. Let's go to the Explorer, and inside the components folder, right click, new file, checkout steps.js. Type RFC, press tab to create the checkout steps component and get props from it. Then create a row instead of div and set the class name of the row to checkout steps. We will add style for it. The first column is sign in. The class name is conditional. If props.step1 is true, the style of it is active, otherwise it's inactive. Do the same for other steps. They are shipping, payment, and place order. Then go to index.css. At the very end, add styles for div inside checkout steps. By default, there is a border button and the color is gray, but if they are active, the color is orange. Save the file here, go back to checkout steps and import all stuff here. Save the file, go to shipping address, and at the very top, import checkout steps. Right before the container, import it, and step 1 and step 2 are active. Save the file, and there we are. The sign-in and shipping steps is done, and if I click on continue, I will be redirected to the payment step. That's it about this lesson. Let's review what we did. In app.js, we added a new screen to get shipping address from the user. In index.css, we defined styles for checkout steps to show a checkout wizard. In store.js, we get the shipping address from local storage, and also we have added a new action for save shipping address in the reducer, and if user enter a new address, we save it in the store. We created checkout steps component, and also we created a new screen for getting shipping address from the user. That's it about this lesson. Until next lesson. Bye.